I want to make a quick video about the latest ban list, which unlimited a whole bunch of old cards. I really like this ban list because it shows that Konami hasn't forgotten about old limited cards that won't be competitive in the current meta. Let's dive right into it. First of all, Shiranui Spectral Zord is finally unlimited and Spirit Master is now limited to 3 instead. This is extremely great news for players like me who really like the combo Shiranui variant, because 3 copies of Spirit Master is really important for the deck to have a consistent monster removal. You can discard it from the hand with cards like Ghost Meets Girl or mill it with Needlebug Nest, then banish it with Samurai's Quick Effect to destroy a monster. Some people might be worried about trap-based Shiranui decks having access to limit 3 traps like Floodgate Trap Hole, but I think that isn't a big issue because these kinds of Shiranui decks already have access to plenty of other powerful staple traps and still barely see any competitive play. Letting them play traps like Floodgate Trap Hole or Compulsory Evacuation Device won't change things a lot, because simply giving decks access to limit 3 cards isn't powerful enough to make them top tier. The same can be said for Phantom Knights. Silent Boots is the only limited 3 card within the archetype, which means that unlimiting Silent Boots won't make the deck any more consistent, and as long as Ragged Gloves is limited to 2, nothing significant would change. Amazonas Swordswoman should be unlimited ages ago. Its effect is battle related, and all it does is deal a bit of battle damage to the opponent and nothing else. Amazonas decks are also not competitive at all because of their reliance on their one single battle-related trap. The entire deck is battle-based, which means that your opponent can just simply destroy everything before they enter the battle phase, so it's safe to say that this unlimit will barely change anything. The Performable Call limit was done as a preventive measure before the release of the new Pendulum support, because Konami doesn't want Performables to become a toxic stall deck. After a whole year, it is clear that Performable decks aren't competitive, and even odd-eyes decks that play Performables don't even consider using this terrible battle trap. No one ever played Performable Call before it got limited, no one ever played it during the period when it's limited to 1. And no one will play it after it becomes unlimited. The Koki Unlimit is perhaps one of the most significant changes in this ban list. Maximus is the most important boss monster in the archetype, which gives the deck most of its aggressive power, and making it unlimited will finally give the deck a chance to see play as an aggressive OTK deck, just like the old days. Although the deck no longer has access to Hatronade, the deck can easily play generic rank 4 monsters to clear the board. It is also worth mentioning that since Maximus is no longer limited to 1, the deck can play Melody of Awakening Dragon to search it. Regular viewers of this channel would already know that the reason I like this ban list so much is that Crystron support is unlimited. Scrap Recycler is basically the Stratos of the deck. Normal summoning it searches for your Crystron cards and enables your entire combo. The Ryan Unlimit is also extremely helpful because Crystron decks now have more deck space to play other limited cards within the archetype such as Crystron Cittery and Crystron Impact. The upcoming Trishula Synchro monsters will also help the deck see more competitive play. Overall, I just want to say that Konami is doing a good job of unlimiting old cards that won't see competitive play. It adds diversity to the meta and makes the game more enjoyable. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.